Welcome back to Timberborn and our waterfalls playthrough. So let's get it started. We don't want to waste any time. So a quick recap. This was an absolute pointless waste of thing that I was doing here. So that's hopefully potentially going to be fixed. It probably would be, like I said before in the other one, it probably would be better to go this way. Because of the way the water is actually running round this corner. This isn't flowing because it's not... I don't even know what I was doing there. So, I'll get rid of all this because it's not going to do anything. In fact, I'm not actually sure. No, I could, well... That is... What I'll do is I'll work out where center is and just let me delete this path sec just like that so I can work out just before. What I'm going to do is just build a couple and then work out if I do that. Yeah, that's about center. Let it get this built. I haven't got a... maybe not. Put that back to normal. Get this... Can it get this picked up? Yes, it can pick it up. Probably walk around there, to be honest. And, pick all that up. I can't pick that up, but I can certainly get this sorted. The flow is actually obviously increasing, so that's why I've got, like, a lot more power coming through. I was also getting this area started from last time. So what we'll do is I'll enable this section and I'll enable this section. This is going to be a bit of a pain because they're going to use quite a lot of that's all gone. Don't need that anymore. Yeah, we're not connected yet, so that can go as well. That. Not that. I don't want to get rid of that, just that behind. That is the path. Well, let's path that up. We also can do that and pause that. So I've got enough. I got quite a lot of everything. Now, obviously, it's going to build this. Once this gets built, I will. I think I've got these set. Yeah, I've probably got them set to do that. That doesn't need to be there anymore. Like so. I think we've still got some problem with contamination over here. But that's fine. I can deal with that. Although it might be nice to blow this section. I've got... not a lot then. How are we doing? I wouldn't mind that being getting built either. Then what I'll do... I'm running out of... I've got planks though. Right, so that's can stay. We got this thing we got to fix again. So that can be fixed. That doesn't need to be in here. That doesn't need to be in here. Just cleans all that up. That we're still we're getting our system back up and running here. Like I said, I might nick one of these. I think I don't know yet. We'll work this out. We'll be getting rid of all of this section here, and these as well. Once this is back up and running, right? Beaver situation is looks like they're not complaining about the ladders. A bad approach in 3 days, and I don't really need to worry too much about it. For obvious reasons. I'd still like to, well, I can't really block it off, can I? Because obviously I'm sending this down again. I'd still like to do something eventually with that. That is dandelions. Yeah. That's dandelions. That's dandelions. Yeah. I shouldn't need the antioxidant anymore anyway. I will put up... I'd like to get this down as a line, for obvious reasons. I've done that right, yes. That needs this line right to here. Which means I don't really want to get that. That would be that section. I can actually take this section out actually like this. Because it's and I'll get the contamination barrier. Can't believe I didn't put them in there. How are we doing? Go one there, one there. Let's start taking out this then. That's that done. That's 2. I could put that lot in there, that lot in there, that lot in there, and take out this. That would be some more. I'd be willing to take out this lot as well, really, when it comes online. That will be 30. I'll start to... We've got 10 vacancies. I'm going to get rid of this, going to get rid of this, going to get rid of this. That's now obviously dropped down to 7. I got 7 jobs. But we'll sort that out once this comes online. Or some of it anyway. Not all of it. I'd rather have these over here. I think that works out a lot better than just having them. They'll have to come and do the jobs, but that's not a problem. Not a problem at all. Oh well, they're actually doing that down up in there and not down there. Well, that's fine. That's 1 on. Get rid of that one. I've got 6. I'll get rid of that. I'll get rid of... No, one guy. I don't want to get rid of too many builders, because obviously if I get rid of too many, I don't have the builders to actually start building that part that I've just actually started getting enabled. How we doing with this? Can't get the materials. Can't get materials. Why can't you get the materials? We can't get the materials. That one. Anyway. You're doing that. Why is that? Gears bad water. That means gears must be full. Yeah, gears are full. They are full. That's not full. That can be picked up. That's gears. That's a farm. That's not a diner. Have I got that disabled? Is that why? I've got planks in there. I've just got no logs in there. Because I ain't got no blooming logs, that's why. I've got all this turned off. I just don't have the... Well, this is the problem. Because I don't have the... I'm not actually making enough logs to be able to do anything that I want to do. Which sounds about right. Although saying that though, I have got access to... Isn't connected to... Yes, it isn't connected, is it? Damn. Connections. That means this now can be all picked up. This will all get used as well. I'm just keeping an eye on where all the ladder situation problems are. I've got 5,000 in that. There's not enough there, obviously. We've got 48 children on the way, so that'll put that up. And I don't seem to have enough. Well, why are you picking the blooming logs up? That's fine. That's all fine. So water is doing what water's doing. I was on about getting rid of this, wasn't I? Because I don't really need it anymore. That now we've got 6. So I've got rid of that one. I need to get rid of this one. And I need to redesign this area here. What might be nice, once I've I've done all this now. I'll send the contamination barrier as far away as well, somewhere there. That should be far enough to. Now it's too far. Let's get down to there. And build that. What's that? Planks and metal. What have I got? I've got tons of metal. I do not have to worry about that at all. Too far. You are not getting built, so we'll force you to get built. Did you do a line? No, you did not do a line. Just now you're doing a line. Yeah, that's fine. What have I got? I've got 21 unemployed, so I'm gonna do more of this. I'm gonna keep turning these on. I keep turning these on. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll put them up there, but I'm going to turn them off because I've decided I'm not going to have that. I'll have builders instead. Right, so that's turned on. Really good. I don't want to get rid of that one until all the builders are in. Log situation is dire, as usual. Food is... Well, food is food. Food is food. It's food. Now we got 180. No contemplation posts. Well, that's unusual. I've got roofs and I've got campfire. The campfire, I think, is not in there. Where's the campfire? Oh, can't remember. Grilled spaddock. Bread. Carrots. We haven't really got any carrots, and they haven't really got any spaddock either, so that sort of needs to be questioned about. I'm also going to sort this line out as well, so this line's going to be a bit better to open up this channel so it's a bit wider. Obviously I can do something with this as well. I've only got 75 explosive, but I need to... that means I've got 18 unemployed beavers and nobody actually doing what I want them to do. I'm going to speed this up. This is... bad water's approaching, but that's fine. The problem is I can't get this. I can't stop this from going there. That's doesn't matter. I still don't know why that cannot do that. I'm a bit... I can't see why it can't do what I want it to do. It's... There's no... It's getting there, it's going there. But for some reason it's just saying, no, can't do that. And I haven't worked out that one yet. Can't get all the materials. If you're not wanting wood, not wood. Wicked. That's all okay. That just makes everything like go like bonkers. Let me pause this then and bring this back up to full. Let me also, that's 4 days, and I'll pause this. This isn't too bad. That one can go. I've got these back on. Now, how many unemployed I've still got? Let's put these back. Let's start to get more of these, I think. They're full? Yeah, they're full. That's full, that's full. That will be full, full, full. Full, full, and full, and full. That's only 15. I'll label that. I'll label that. More haulers, more builders, more this, more that. Because I want to get rid of this lot anyway, and I need to get rid of this lot. So that's... and that. So... it's all going. This... might as well be... done to there. That's the only bits that I want to get rid of. That is a 2. That is gonna need to come in here like so. That should be being built, but it's not being built. Why is that not being built? We've got 25. Let's... no, I'd rather dump these on for the builders first. I think... now this is where I had an idea of... is that where's the build being? No, it's in science. I haven't built them for so long. I'm sort of going to run down here. In fact, I just might as well take this top up as well. Oh, let's take that off, like that one. But I'm going to pause these. Then I've got to put a path down here, like so. That actually shouldn't be too bad because I think that can actually go into there as well. Now we got this going, we should be able to get all the rest of the... I've got enough explosives, so I don't really need to worry too much about it. Can they get to that one? Yes, they can. How come you not get that? That's fine. See, that now is push this all the way back to here. So I don't really need to worry about that thing because it's not going to contaminate anything now. It's not even contaminating this either because I think this is protecting it because it's higher. That's good. I'm happy with that. More irrigation here could happen. Because I'm not using this. That can go in. To at least there, I think. I don't want to go too much further. As long as that's... I don't need that bit there. And I certainly can't take out any more than that. And I don't really need to take this out, I don't think. So I'm not going to be able to put it in. Yeah. Well, I'll take it out. It's not going to really do much, is it? And that. Because all this will then come off. Although it's not really being used. Well, actually, it is being used. It is. Yeah, because there is 8 unemployed. So we're going to get that, and we're going to get that. But I've got no logs left. That's a bit of an issue. Oh, that's been built. Very good. But I'm in a drought, so I don't know whether it's going to turn. A bad water, so I don't know when it's going to turn anyway. So not to worry. Not to worry. That is a go. That's taken that top off. That's taken that off. That can now be just taken off as and when. I can get rid of this, which will get me some logs back. They'll absolutely cream on that one. Oh, I've got no. I've got just a bit of bad water, but not a lot. Now I can set out the stuff. Now they're going home now. Oh, by themselves. Although saying that though, I've got to. There's the option of doing it here, which makes a lot more sense. Because of, obviously that's closer. And that'll give me all of them. I've got still 6 unemployed. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this, 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 and this. That's going to put that back up to 26 again. But I think I can use them as a haulers. That'll be 11. Probably should have gone less haulers, but it doesn't really matter. That one can go. It is all going. It's definitely all going. What would be nice if I went up here and put the trees down. Put the trees down. Put these trees. On the wood. A couple will do. You can't beat a bit of tree cutting. Cut this, thank you very much. Which will do that. There's quite a lot in there, so... Well, it's not massive, but it's... I'm saying better than I've got, which is nothing. Because I've run out of... Which is the best place? There isn't any. I think it might actually be there. Because I need to get a line out to actually be able to do this. So we'll sort that, and I'll put this out for cutting. Cut, because it hasn't been selected. So I'm notoriously bad for doing that and forgetting to select the damn thing. So this is going to get built. The food is still on 10,000, so that's okay. Bread. I've got massive amounts of potatoes. What was that? That's bread. That's bread. We'll have bread at the bottom. And we'll have grilled at the top. That will fill up as and when. We'll go absolutely here for that. That's paper. Yeah, so I've given them 7,000 and I've given them 6,000. That needs to be emptied. And it'll go in here, so I'll obviously steal another one. Metal. Do a... One, three. Can't do that one. That's 3. That's 3. That's 3. There, and there. Probably gone a bit too far there, but doesn't matter. Do the storage. Can't have enough storage. But obviously I can't build them yet, so that's why I paused them. These only need... these need everything. That needs to be here. That needs another section on the top. Like so. That's got us even more. Obviously, I can go even higher than that. It's just I'm only doing 2 sections of that. It's close enough to this, you see. That's bread, which I've got not a lot of wheat left. That's for sure. Like I said, I'm gonna try and I didn't know where I was gonna blast this and make this into a sort of a more of a rectangle, but whether that's a good idea, I don't know. This has been enabled, but I haven't really got any logs to be able to do it. No explosives. That's the downer. I've got no storage either, so that's even more of a downer. This is bad water and gears, because it's got no storage of bad water. I'm a bit screwed. I could, just for the interim, put that as a storage. then it'll start to pick all this up. That means I've got no gear storage, which I need to. Oh, this is what I was actually... This is what I was doing this as well. I've still got the same problem. Gears... 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 Although I could put them here. I mean, there's no reason why... What was I doing here? That's wheat flour and that's wheat flour. That's all thingies. So this one was going to be nothing because it's not doing anything. Which it needs to do. I've got... Well, I can do it here. We'll get that built as and when. Ooh, bloody, where did we get our logs from? This is actually doing what I wanted to do. Although... Just... That's two, that's two, that's a bloody nightmare, so I'm going to have to... I'm going to wind them, I'm going to have to... I wanted them in the centre, but the trouble is one's going to be in the centre and one's going to be out, and that'll wind me up wrong. So, if that's the case, I'll do a little bit of on here. I have not got any explosive whatsoever. I'm running out of water because I've got to turn it back on again. And is this overflowing? Now it is overflowing, but obviously, is that having a detrimental effect on the flow rate? No, actually, it's going higher. So I'll shut up and I'll just deal with it. As long as it doesn't backflow on here, which it's not. Because that's not the first time that that's happened. That's water. I might as well turn these on. And get that going. I've now got... vacancies. Oh, God. But I have to say, I've got a quite nice thing on that. That's... Bad water's absolutely gone. So, this has to be for some sort of storage for the bad water. Now, the better option would be just to do one absolute colossal one. Which I like the idea of. I don't think I need this down here. And I haven't got a clue why it was still there in the first place. If I do this, this is for bad water. The metal blocks is fine. The gears is definitely fine. The planks, well, they're alright as well. So actually, that might not be too bad. And these will pump, and I'll get a rather large one for that one. I'll do that for water. I'm still not happy about that situation being watered there, like. Not really got any idea of where I want the water. Now, I could do something here. Tidy that up a bit. But it's all coming together. Now that's the pumping. That's gonna pump, and then I think it'll pump quite a lot. It's not doing too bad. You don't get a You don't get a large... Oh, this is getting built, that's why. I wonder where all everything was going. Now, I do have an underground tunnel system here, but I don't know how far that's going to actually run. It may irrigate this anyway, with it being relatively close. I've got 2 logs and a dream. That's all gone. So I'm going to delete that for now, because I can get the logs back, and that would be quite nice. That's all done, so I can get that back. That's another set of logs. Probably some planks and everything else in that there. So that will not build that. That's obviously for that. I think it's building this. I wanted... See, that's wheat flour. I'm going to have wheat in there. But I'm also going to have to do this. I'm also going to have to turn this, do that there, do that there. What is not connected? Something that's not connected somewhere. Oh, that was that. That's fine. Because I'm done it. So I'll have an enormous amount of 4,000. I've got 4,000, but I don't know where the hell all the thousands are. So I'm going to have to find everything. That shouldn't actually be there, really, should it? Yeah, no. I'll enable one again, and I'm going to get rid of this. Where are you? Where are you? Quickly. Get rid of that. That's another... That's some more logs that can come with me. That's not doing bad. We've got 65. Can't get materials. Doesn't say that it can't do it. I've got more vacancies now. I just don't have the babies to actually fill them. Which isn't the worst. Worst idea. Do that. Get rid of that. That's a bit neat. I like neat. Neat is good. I've got the same problem here, so that's... I've got 33 logs and a dream. I don't know why I'm doing this. I think what I should do is delete all this. And get this to be picked up. And because they can do that, right, let's plant trees of oaky babies. Get me some oaks, baby. Get me some oaks. You can do all of that. That's a good section of oaks there. In fact, that would be a good section of oaks as well. Now, I don't know whether that I can demolish this and get away with it. That's doesn't actually need to be there anyway. Because that's now all gone. Jolly flipping good that is. No, I'm going to need to do this because I'm going to need to take that down, Anna. But we'll plant some trees. Good. Not on there because that's just stupid. And then we need to obviously take this down. Don't know what I was doing there, but still. I'll get this to be blown up. Dankeschön. You can do that. That's at the top, not at the bottom. We'll see that though. That's 2. Oh yeah, because I haven't enabled them. I don't want to enable them. I'm getting an absolute fun of everything now. Everything is absolutely blitzing in. I've got 13,000 in food. Flipping logs up does my head in. I'm going to enable these up here. But obviously I'm going to put them down on the workforce. And I'm going to strip mine these out. And get them to... Well, in fact, I only have 70 something. Why don't I just get rid of the lot? That's gears. That's... Oh, for Christ's sake! I didn't make any gears, did I? No, I'm not making gears. They've got so many flipping gears, I can't actually make anything. I want to get that out the way. Storage. In fact, actually, that's a bit stupid. Because that... Where can I actually put this thing? That's got explosives. What? It would have been nice to actually take that out, but it doesn't matter. Let's back... Oh. Let's back a double... Stack a double one on here. That means the ladder. Well, actually, we can go up because it's just a ladder, isn't it? So that can go there. That can go there. That's for gears. That's going to be for gears. That's that done. That's obviously a pain in the bum. But not to worry. In fact, actually, no. There's no explosive there now. Let's delete that again. Because I'd rather set this up a bit nicer. Or a bit more usable. In fact, if I get my head out of my own you-know-what, I think I can fix a lot of this problem. I'm going to do that. That is a 3. That's a 3. So we'll set that as a 3. I'm trying to think the best way. If I look at it this way, and I put, I know I can put them in a large storage. But I don't really want to do that. They'll obviously go in. What I'll have to do is do that. Then I'll have to create a ladder up to this and do that there. That means I've got an infinite amount of doohickeys. That was, well, that was that. That's weed, and that's weeds in it. Yeah, so that's okay. I'm still not producing enough wheat, but I can't produce enough wheat until I actually get rid of all of these things out of the way. That was for gears. That means that's for gears. That's for gears. I'll do 2 sets because I've got 300. But this is Spartan. Nice meat. That can now go. Because I don't understand why I built that. Well, I do know why I built it. It's a bit of a waste. Empty, empty, empty. Oh, I'll empty that one out as well. That one's emptied out. That way they're all going to go into this section here. And that's good because then that gets rid of all of that out of the way. And I can delete that. Which means it's going to give me a couple of logs back. I didn't want to do that though. Although saying that though, I don't really want them there either. So let's get rid of that. And let's get rid of all of that. That don't need to be there either. And that means that doesn't need to be there. That can all get picked up. This flipping paper does my head in. You know, the amount of times I move around with that flipping paper. Right, that is all logs, I think. Yeah, that's all logs, which then gives me, obviously, logs back again. Explosive is done. So it's boom boom time. So that's significantly increased my stuff. The food. Now I can, because I've cut this off, I can actually go and take this down if I really wanted to. And I'd have to sort out this and do another channel and make sure this contamination barrier was out of the way. You know, going down as well. That wants to go out of the way. We are... where the hell do I put that? That's a good question. Not a question that I can think of at this precise moment. I suppose that paper's not doing too much of me anyway. These are the end result. I've got quite a bit of planks, but I've got no logs still. Obviously, they are getting planted here, but they're going to take an absolute age to get done. 200 beavers. That's not too bad. That's the highest I've ever had so far. I can get rid of that. Not quite sure what I was doing that for, but it gets it out of the way, nonetheless. I think I've got 7 unemployed. That's a bit of a downer. Although actually, I think I can use this. I'm just looking. If I get rid of this, I'll only get what one in. Builders. Like that. But I can go down there and do that. I've got 6 here, so that's why I'm just doing that. Right. Oh, that was needing to ski-daddle. Ski-daddle. I'm going to try and think of where the center of this is. $17. That's 8, isn't it? That would be there for 9. Where's 9 gone? Oh, damn. That's it. So that's the center. I know I just put an enormous amount of things in there. But what I'm thinking of is I need to store some more water. Now, it'd be nice to... I don't have to worry about bad water anymore, obviously. Is it? What is it anyway? It's not anything, actually. It's no drought, no thingies and whatever. So, oh, I got that done. That's another one done. That makes 3. That means that can move over. Because it'll absolutely drive me nuts if that's not in line. I know, it's just, it's me. I know. It's like, well, why do you bother moving that pig? Because it's like not doing anything, but it still winds me up though. It just gets on my wiki. Gets on my Wikipedia. I'll do... to there. Power wheel. No, can't do that. Delete that. In fact, I'm going to rip all of this out. Sorry, your carousel's going to go. Delete that. You're just going to have to wait. You're just going to have to wait before you get some more fun. But don't worry, it'll come back. The weight... Oh, no, I need to get rid of that one. Feeling there. Hold on. I think I only need 4. Then I need a line that comes that way. The right pane is... I could bury him, which might be the better way of doing it, actually. Because I don't particularly like to see that going over there. So that would need to be at least 2. That then can be a 3. No, I don't need that one either. I will block this in because I'm going to come down. I'm also going to get rid of that because that's flippy now. So it sort of probably wants to curve really. This wants to be probably sort of something like it's a bit artificial. I don't know, but I don't. Something like that. Maybe something like that. I don't know. I'll have to sort of fiddle with it a bit more and see what I can come up with. They've got like a 3. Probably don't need that one. For sure. Yeah. That's now. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That could be. There we go. That's all well and good. That could be taken out. Don't need this anymore. The bigger the step, the better it is. The faster it flows, you see. Which is good. That means absolutely nothing. Because is that okay? I think so. That can go into there. That then comes down here. No. The only way to do that is this way, which then I'll do that. Now I need to go down where that is and get the tunnel. That can be done. Yeah, I know. That's fine. Because otherwise I'll have to take this out, and I don't want to take this out because obviously I'm using it. This then no, not yet, because that will flow. Although it won't make a difference if it's flowing, but I don't need for it to flow. I've still got relatively no trees whatsoever. It's like absolutely treeless. Why is that not getting cut down? Put trees. Oh. Replenish them. Berries. Don't have any berries. Get rid. Don't have any berries there either. Get rid. Plant. Plant trees. These were birches. Don't know why they were birches, but they were birches. Oh, if I just got rid of that, because that's a dead tree. God damn it. God damn it. That'll take all that out, so that'll put that in. That's fine. You actually put that. Add that. In fact, what I'll do is I don't think I can do it back there. Oh no, they're dead. Because if they're dead, that's fine. I think I can plant trees, plant the birch. I don't really want the birch, but I'm planting the birch nonetheless. Now he's going to cut some of this down, and he's just doing that. Right, that's fine. All well and dandy. We could sort this out, I suppose, this corner. No path to them. That's a bit silly. I'm almost on the hour. I've got all vacancies and nobody to go, so I'm turning them off. I need more beavers. Food has absolutely blown. This is good, but I've still got no flipping logs. So we are getting there. All this is... Ooh, that's all done now. I can take this out. I can take this out. This. And this. Not that, because it won't allow me to get it out. So now we're back to where we were at this channel doing its thing. Doing its thing. What are you complaining about? Injured. Okay. I'll sort you some places out. Don't worry about it. I'm thinking about it. Don't worry about it at all. Right. But I can't do it in this. I can't do it in this play. So we've done quite a lot. I've got quite a lot of, obviously not even using them. Quite a lot in this play. I've still got that to move. I've got all this to sort itself out. I've got to move all the water next time. Then we've got to get this sorted as a nice irrigation. I think I am going to take this down because it'll give me more. More is better than less. And we got most of this irrigated. Now, there's no reason why I can't do a few irrigation channels under there. I'm not going to do the Fountain of No Joy, for sure. And anyway, so, you know, I hope you enjoy this. We are getting there. Everything is starting to come together. It's just taking a little time. I've got the most peoples I've had on any map so far, but that is going to be increasing soon. Obviously on the next play. And we'll see you then. Take care. Bye for now.